Have you ever stopped to think that some numbers carry a different kind of energy? That certain patterns repeat themselves in nature, in mathematical formulas, in spirituality, as if the universe were trying to tell us something? Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest geniuses in history, once said, "If you only knew the magnificence of the numbers 3, 6, and 9, you would have the key to the universe." But what did he really mean by that? In this video, we're going to dive into the mystery behind these numbers and reveal why they're considered energetic portals, powerful tools for manifesting your desires and aligning with the intelligence of the universe. The number 3 carries the vibration of creation. It represents the triad that governs our existence: body, mind, and spirit. It's the birth of an idea, the spark of manifestation, the point where something begins to take form. We see 3 everywhere, in the structure of time, past, present, and future, in geometry, as the triangle, the most stable shape, and even in communication, where it symbolizes expression, creativity, and expansion. The number 6 holds the energy of balance, care, and harmony. It's the number of unconditional love, of home, of the connection between the physical and the spiritual world. It's found in the geometry of bees, in snowflakes, in the hexagonal patterns of nature that reveal the perfection and intelligence of creation. The number 6 invites us to align our feelings with our thoughts, to feel as if what we desire already exists. And this is exactly where quantum physics comes in. When you feel something intensely, your brain and body react as if it's already happening. You collapse reality based on the frequency you sustain. And then we arrive at the number 9, the number of completion, transcendence, and universal wisdom. It carries the vibration of surrender, of ending cycles, and of spiritual elevation. It connects us with higher consciousness, with purpose, with love that expects nothing in return. In many traditions, 9 represents enlightenment. And interestingly, in mathematics, it behaves almost magically. Any number multiplied by 9, when reduced, always returns to 9. It's as if this number stands beyond, commanding the cycles without being bound to them. Tesla saw these 3 numbers as parts of a universal code. According to some interpretations, in patterns like the vortex circle, a mathematical energy system, the numbers 3, 6, and 9 don't follow the same path as the others. They form an independent line, as if they are the invisible gears that move reality. For many, these numbers represent not only spiritual forces, but also mathematical principles that govern the very structure of the universe. Creation, 3, nourishment, 6, and release, 9, would be the 3 stages of conscious manifestation. What few people know is that these numbers are also linked to nature's cycles and the rhythms that govern life on Earth. Lunar phases, tidal patterns, circadian rhythms, all follow an invisible order, a frequency that can be decoded. And when we look closely, the numbers 3, 6, and 9 show up as natural markers of these flows. It's as if nature itself is constantly reminding us of the presence of an organizing intelligence behind the apparent chaos of the world. In music, pure, organized vibration, harmonic intervals are often based on multiples of 3. 3 notes form a chord. Musical scales follow patterns that, when numerically reduced, often connect with these same numbers. This is not a coincidence, it's frequency. When you listen to a melody that deeply moves you, it's because your body is resonating with a vibration that speaks directly to your soul. And many of those vibrations follow the same sacred structure that Tesla revered so much. In ancient architecture and sacred structures around the world, from the Egyptian pyramids and Mayan temples to Gothic cathedrals, we find proportions based on these numbers. The number 3 appears in archways, 6 in hexagonal symmetry, and 9 in hidden sequences embedded in geometric art. It wasn't just about aesthetics, it was intentional consciousness. These spaces were designed to elevate human vibration because the ancients knew that numbers were not just measures, they were energy portals. Even in our physical bodies, we see these numbers in action. The chakras, for example, are 7, but if you add the root chakra, 1, the heart chakra, 4, and the crown chakra, 7, you get 12, which reduces to 3. And that's no accident. Many meditation practices activate spiritual energy in cycles of 3, 6, or 9 deep breaths. Even the act of breathing, inhale, hold, exhale, is a trinity of energy that connects the body, mind, and spirit with the flow of life. From a neuroscience perspective, numerical patterns and structured repetition activate specific regions of the brain responsible for recognition, association, and emotional memory. When you repeat something in a structured way, like saying an affirmation 3, 6, or 9 times, your brain starts to treat it as real. And when you add emotion to it, you don't just think it, you feel it. And when you feel it, you vibrate. And what you vibrate, you attract. That's how a number becomes a bridge between thought and reality. Modern spirituality has also rediscovered the power of these numbers through practices like the 369 manifestation method, popularized by Tesla and revived by authors aligned with the law of attraction. The method is simple. Write what you want 3 times in the morning, affirm it 6 times in the afternoon, and release it with gratitude 9 times at night. It's not about superstition. It's about intentional focus, emotional discipline, and conscious vibration. It's an energetic training that reprograms the subconscious mind to attract what you desire. And perhaps the most important message, 3, 6, and 9 remind us that everything in the universe moves in cycles. Nothing begins or ends in isolation. Every creation goes through a process: intention, incubation, and birth. Every growth phase requires balance, nourishment, and trust. And every manifestation is only complete when we are willing to let go and trust that the universe knows what it's doing. These sacred numbers are not magic, they're maps. And when you understand this map, you start navigating reality with much more clarity, connection, and power. So how do you apply this in your daily life? You can use the energy of these numbers in your manifestation rituals. For example, repeat affirmations 3 times a day for 6 seconds each over 9 consecutive days. Or create a simple cycle. Set an intention, 3. Nurture the emotion with love and presence, 6. And then release it with trust, 9. You can also begin to observe these numbers in your surroundings. If you keep seeing 333, 606, or 909 on clocks, license plates, documents, it may be a sign that you're aligning with your true path and the universal flow. These numbers are not just mathematical symbols, they are keys to access higher intelligence, to remind you that everything has a rhythm, a cycle, a frequency, and that when you align with it, everything begins to flow. Reality reorganizes itself based on the vibration you sustain. The universe responds to the energy you emit. And maybe, just maybe, as Tesla once hinted, the secret to understanding everything lies in these 3 simple numbers. If this message resonated with you, like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to the channel. Here, we dive deep into the mysteries of consciousness, quantum physics, spirituality, and the human mind. And remember, manifestation is not about force, it's about alignment. And the numbers 3, 6, and 9 are like frequencies reminding you that the universe speaks in codes, and you are part of this cosmic language.